What's going on, people? Myke C-Town here. Welcome to another episode of Records and Ramblings. Before we get into the records, let's do a little rambling. This past weekend, I went and saw Youth Code with Clipping in Atlanta, and I haven't talked about Youth Code on my channel at all that I can remember, but I'm actually a huge fan of these guys. When I saw them touring with Clipping, of all groups, I was actually really stoked. If you guys watch Dead in Hip Hop, you know we've reviewed a couple Clipping projects, and I wasn't a huge fan, mainly because it was the music that I really loved, but even though I really thought Daveed Diggs was an incredible rapper, it was the content that kind of bothered me. But their last record, Splendor and Misery, that actually changed everything for me. If you haven't watched that review, I did a review on my channel, so go check that out. So I was really interested to see Clipping rock this show as well, but I got there relatively on time and was able to catch the opening act, which is called Pyramid Club. And I only found out about them because I know one of the guys in the band from my local record store. But Pyramid Club plays kind of minimal dark wave stuff. Really cool. And the guys also run a label called DKA that releases some fantastic dark wave, cold wave goth stuff, so check that out as well. Youth Code were next, and they were amazing. The energy of their live set was just fucking incredible. They were like mixing Nine Inch Nails with Dillinger Escape Plan or something. And I mean that as far as like the music goes and then the energy of the live show. But man, after their set, I was completely drained. But next up was Clipping, and like Youth Code, they were incredible, man. Like, I wasn't sure what to expect from them live, but they absolutely blew me away. Their set really showed me that Daveed Diggs is one of the most interesting and talented MCs in the game right now.
Fully capable of automating this will requiring approval from the administration. Again, it cannot easily be overstated the importance of alacrity and acting out as commanded. The pulses of the cardio is rising endorphins that are often linked to the critical advantage.
How he pulled this shit off live just absolutely floored me. But the other interesting thing is that this show, it completely turned me around to older Clipping material. They played some older songs that previously I wasn't much of a fan of, but for some reason live, they just pulled me in. So now I'm actually really digging their old stuff. So it's funny how that kind of thing can happen. And now I need to go back and get their other records. But this show was easily one of the best shows that I've seen this year, hands down. Alright, let's talk about some records. First record I'm going to show you, this is for all those people that are always whining about how come you don't have no hip-hop on your channel? How come you never show no motherfucking hip-hop? You don't like hip-hop? Blue and Nottz, this is Titan in the Flesh. I saw that this has come out, but I didn't really pay that much attention to it. Blue has been hit or miss as fuck with me. But, you know, I love some of his older material, but some of the super lo-fi stuff, it just doesn't resonate with me. But this record is actually really good. Nottz is a great producer, and Blue actually sounds like himself again. So I kind of wish they'd done a whole album. But yeah, this was actually sent to me by the label Coal Mine Records. So if you're watching this by some weird coincidence, thank you for sending this. But yeah, the front cover, this is the back cover. Record's actually on yellow. And yeah, this is a really cool record. The only thing that I kind of have a slight gripe with is, man, that front cover is just really fucking ugly, man. I hate to be a dick, but seriously, if I saw that, like, the dude in chains and the bird just randomly biting his ribs, like, I don't know that I would have actually purchased this if I didn't know who Blue and Nottz were. I would think that this was some really bad, like, I don't know, local, we don't really know what the fuck we're doing rap. This is why you never judge a book by its cover. Don't be like Myke. Here's what I'm going to show you. This is Spire with Entropy. This is an Australian black metal band. I found this randomly. I can't remember how, but they've actually been around since 2007, and it's weird that I only recently discovered them, but they're really, really good. Imagine crossing like Dark Space with some of the more claustrophobic Icelandic style black metal, like, you know, Miss for Ming or Zrine. Great progression in each song, great musicianship, dirty but atmospheric sounding guitars, the vocals that are sometimes screamed in this really cool kind of hoarse voice, and then sometimes they're sung in an almost chanting, almost monk-like way, which I really like. The whole time they sound like they're recorded in a cave. The production is just fantastic on this album. Really cool stuff, lots of layers. Record's on black, so I won't bother showing you that, but it definitely has this really nice big booklet here with lyrics and that kind of thing. Really nice stuff. I got this, I want to say, from maybe Iron Bonehead. I'm pretty sure they're the ones who put it out. Yes, they are. So, but yeah, give this a shot if you like that really kind of ugly, make you feel kind of dirty black metal. This stuff is really good. The next 3 records are all by the same band, and that's the band Sand. Sand was a great krautrock band from Germany that started in the late 60s to early 70s, recorded a bunch of music, but a lot of it just didn't get released until recently. I found out about them through Current 93. They did a cover of one of their songs called When the May Rain Comes, and I immediately went out and bought that CD, although it's escaping me what that CD's called, but I have it. These guys were seriously one of the most interesting bands from back in those days. They were doing shit in the 70s that would be amazing for bands to be doing today. Acoustic guitars, synthesizers, shortwave radios, you know, samples from like the sounds of factory machines and shipyards. Just, man, if you like Nurse with Wound or Coil, or even some of the older Current 93 sound collage stuff like this stuff, or even if you like some of the more weird folk stuff like Incredible String Band or bands like Can or Faust, I really feel like you should jump into Sand. But yeah, this is Desert Navigation. Great field recording, soundscapes, acoustic guitars, a lot of world instruments. This is really great stuff, man, and it's actually limited to 500 copies. I have 234. Comes with this nice cardboard inner sleeve. This is another Sand record. This is Sylph, Ballet. Those of you that like Current 93, you might recognize the cover art. This is Bab Satani did the cover art on all of these. But yeah, this one was limited to 333 copies. I have number 67. Again, a nice cardboard printed insert there. And the last record that I'm going to show in this edition of Records and Ramblings. This is another Sand record. This is North Atlantic Raven. And this was limited to 500 copies, and I have number 422. But yeah, front cover, really cool back cover. I love that picture. This one actually didn't come with an insert. I'm wondering if the original one did, and I just didn't happen to get one with my copy. So if anybody has this record and wants to let me know, just so I can be really pissed off by the fact that my shit didn't come with an insert, that would be super swell. Fuck it, I went and grabbed the CD, the Sand CD that I was talking about. This is called Ultrasonic Seraphim. So this has the album Golem as well as some other material on it. It actually came with a free Current 93 CD where they were covering When the May Rain Comes. But yeah, this is a really cool CD. I think this is completely out of print. I'm not sure exactly how hard it is to find. But yeah, some great material on this as well. If you're into krautrock, if you're into maybe noise, if you're into just weird psychedelia, a great booklet with a nice story of Sand on the inside. So yeah, make sure you guys go check that out. I know I never show CDs, and I'm not even sure how to do it without looking weird. But yeah, hopefully you guys are okay with that. But yeah, so that's it for this edition of Records and Ramblings. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If Youth Code's coming to your town, make sure you guys go see them. If Clipping's coming to your town, make sure you guys go see them. And that's it. As usual, thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you. And I'll see you guys next time. Alright? Peace, bitches!